Hey, it's Nickelback TV.
What's up, man? It's your boy, Mr. Nickelback TV, aka Blogaholic, back in the building. Just came back from mom's crib. Mom's crib. Mom's made a good breakfast for her son. Had to go see what mom's wanted. She was like, she's making a breakfast. Had some waffles, some swine. But it's all good though. But anyway, man, let me get to what I'm talking about today. And today I want to talk about this, man. The California governor, Gavin Newsom, he signs a bill limiting use of rap lyrics as evidence in court, man. What y'all think about that, man? So California is going to limit the use of rap lyrics in court cases now. It says California is the first state to ensure creative content like lyrics and music videos can't be used against artists in court without judicial review. Okay, so that's the key, without judicial review. The second time I witnessed the governor of California sign a bill that helped our people. This is from a Twitter account. This is the second time I witnessed the governor of California sign a bill that helped our people. Probation caps and bans on using rap lyrics in court. I respect you. Thank you. I understand the magnitude of the moves you make, and we need help in this system. Mills posted on Twitter. So it says a handful of rap musicians, included Meek Mill, Tyga, Dolla, Too Short, Killer Mike, another recording artist, was pictured with the governor when he signed the bill, and they just so happy that this bill is signed. What's your thoughts on this, man? Like, seriously, this is where we come to now. Like, rap lyrics not being used in court. Like, first of all, if they have to make a bill where rap lyrics cannot be used in court, but it doesn't say it can't be used in court. It just said it can't be used in court without a judicial review. I mean, again, what does that mean? So that means it still can be used in court, but it just can't be used without a judicial review. I don't know what a judicial review means. I guess that means the judge have to look over it first to deem it necessary to be used, kind of like a warrant to see if you have stands enough to use the lyrics, which really pretty much means that the lyrics still going to be used. And me personally, I feel like if you have to get a law outlawing the use of rap lyrics in court trials, it's something else going on here. That's weird, especially coming from California. Now, what is California synonymous with? Killing rappers. What is the biggest controversy behind killing rappers? That these killings are not these not by chance. These are planned killings. A lot of people think that it's a planned, more sinister thing behind it, such as the government, FBI, CIA is trying to kill rappers. A lot of people think that. So this to me is weird. It's like you have to go to court to say that only certain rap lyrics can be used in court and certain lyrics can't. I wonder why. Is it because a lot of rappers are working with the CIA, the FBI? A lot of rappers are feds on the low. Is that what you think? That some rappers' lyrics will be used because they don't care about those rappers, they not connected? Or some rappers' lyrics will not be used because if they use it, it can implicate the government? Who knows? But just the fact that this is a law tells you that the rap culture has gone out of control. And this is what I want to talk about, man. I want to bring this to the forefront. Where the book at? I got the book up here, I think. It's called, do I have that book? Somewhere. I know I read it, about the incarceration of black people. I forgot the name of it, but I did read it. It's some incarceration book. It's about black people being, subject to being incarcerated more than white people. I forgot the name of the book. Oh, what's the name of that book? It's somewhere in this house. but I read it. Let me look it up to see what that incarceration book was. But again, all these people who say, "Oh man, black people are incarcerated more than white people," and the new Jim Crow. That's what it was. The new Jim Crow. I read that book, man. That was the new Jim Crow, Mass Incarceration in the Age of Colorblindness by Michelle Alexander. I read the book, and to me, that book pretty much just made excuse after excuse after excuse about why more black people is in jail than other races. And I'm not the smartest man in the world, but I got a reason why more black people are in jail more than white people. Because we commit more crimes. You want to stop black people from going to jail? Have black people stop committing crimes. And then we won't go to jail. It's that easy. It's no system. It's no invisible hand. There's no systemic racism. It's the person. If you grew up in the ghetto, the hood, inner city, you know that a lot of these criminals, this criminal element that's within the city, the inner city, the hood, the ghetto, are not because of racist white people. It's because of ignorant people. I'm not gonna say black people. Ignorant people that is in that neighborhood. Menace to society. You know, I grew up in a neighborhood. I knew the people who at 8, 9, 10 years old were just gonna be a criminal. They was gonna be that element, and it probably never saw a white person ever. It's just because that's what they were destined to become, and it wasn't because they didn't have opportunities. It wasn't because, the white man didn't give them a chance. It's because they chose that life. It's because that's what they chose to do. They knew right from wrong. They wasn't just stupid. They did what they wanted to do. And I'm going to get back to the rap lyrics in California too, but I'm just going off subject. It's like when they talk about like Jay-Z. He tries to go and champion for drug laws. All these rappers is against the drug laws. They think it's a big thing because of people getting incarcerated because of drug laws and non-violent drug laws. It's like, come on, man. If you grew up in the hood, you know damn well that there's no such thing as a non-violent drug offense. If you get caught with a great amount of drugs, chances are you have power, authority in the neighborhood to get somebody shot, killed. You have power, authority to have somebody's mom hooked on drugs, kids hooked on drugs, kids dropping out of school to make money for you. They don't talk about that. So if a guy get caught with, I'm just going to say 2 kilos of cocaine, then he goes to jail for 25 years, people say that's not fair. What do you mean that's not fair? This person who had those 2 kilos, I guarantee you, he did something. He's not just a guy with 2 kilos and he's just selling drugs and he's not committing any crime. He got people under him that probably going to be his foot soldiers that's going to carry out the crimes for him, that's going to recruit people for him. So you got a guy that's 11 years old, poor, instead of learning to work hard, to go to school, get an education, and find out what he want to do in life, something positive, he look at a drug dealer that has the nice cars, the nice girls, the jewelry, the clothes, and he say he want that. But instead of him seeing a person who worked to get those nice things, he see a person who sold drugs. So he look up to him. And now that person is recruited to be a drug dealer at 11 years old, 12 years old, 13, 16, 19, 20, to be the man, to be a kingpin. So it's people that grow up wanting to be drug dealers. Not because of the white man, because of the man they see in the neighborhood that promote that lifestyle, and that lifestyle is something that they should get down with. I mean, that's why people go to jail. So the guy that was a non-violent offender of drugs, you got to think, he's probably responsible for other people going to jail. He's responsible for certain killings. He's responsible for a lot of assaults. He's responsible for a lot of that criminal element in that neighborhood. He probably did not commit it himself, but he was the mastermind behind it. He was the secret hand behind that. He's the one that opened up that abandoned house and turned it into a drug house. He the one that got that mom hooked on crack, hooked on drugs, that they can't support their kids, that they don't pay attention to their kids, that their kids run wild, they end up wanting to be drug dealers or even hooked on drugs. Daughter becomes strippers and marries a drug dealer that have a kid that grew up in that criminal element, and their cycle creates another cycle. The cycle continues. So we got to stop looking for excuses. We got to stop always looking for an excuse. And I'm not saying this to be, I'm a conservative black man and it's the black on black. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying what I saw, what I've seen. I'm just saying that's it. It's not a conservative view or liberal view. It's a view that I seen, me personally. Now, if somebody was in my neighborhood and saw it differently, let's discuss it. And we can kind of see, was my perspective wrong or you saw something I didn't see? Because what I saw was kids going to high school in 9th grade, by the middle of 9th grade, dropping out to sell drugs. They end up going to jail and destroying their life. Now they 35, 40, 45, 50. On Facebook Live. Just smoking weed, listening to Jeezy. Don't have a clue what life is. It wasn't because of the white man. That's a good excuse. It's because of themselves. A lot of these guys grew up in two-parent homes. Just because your mom can't afford to give you Jordans does not give you a right to sell drugs. That's my point. People say, oh, in the ghetto, it's no opportunities. That's why they sell drugs. No, people sell drugs to get materialistic things. People don't, these guys are not selling drugs and going home, paying them, paying bills and living a life. There's nothing honorable about selling drugs. It's all about materialistic. People are getting drugs, buying material clothes, getting the girls, getting the guns, having fun, jewelry, sipping champagne. This is what they want to do. It's all about living that rapper's lifestyle. That's what's promoted to us. That celebrity lifestyle. That's the only way you could be considered a success as a black person. Jay-Z is a black person's success. That's what they put in our face. A guy that sold drugs, made a record company, then became corporate America. That's the way. 50 Cent sold drugs, rapped. Now he's in corporate America. That's your only way, black man. Or you can play basketball. Then you could become a billionaire like LeBron and Michael Jordan. That's the only way, black man. That's what they show us. That's what they give us. It's not they as white people, black people too. That's just what's given to us. That's one of the reasons why the incarceration is so skewed. It's not because they look for black people to put in jails, because we put ourselves in that position by the things that we deem important. And what's important to a lot of people I grew up, I'm not going to say us, I'm not going to say black people in general, but the people I grew up with growing up was the material things. People wanted a Rolex. They wanted a wad of cash. And the only way they can get that is what? Selling drugs. Then maybe become a rapper. Then maybe get a company. But the company is always based off of drug money. Or play basketball. Oh, I didn't make it as a basketball player. I'm not going D1. I'm not an NBA prospect. I'm about to sell drugs. That's what it is. So when it comes to, like, I say black people and our culture, it's either all or nothing with us. It's like it's either you become a millionaire or you're nothing. There's no honor in becoming a plumber, a teacher, a doctor, a lawyer. None of those things are honorable in the black community. That's not promoted. Why? I don't know. But guess what? In the white communities, that's not promoted either. You don't see white people coming back to, schools and saying, hey, I'm a lawyer, you can be one too. That's not what's promoted in the white community. How do I know? Because I kind of live in a white community now, I guess you could say. and when you go to, like, the kids' career days, you don't see lawyers, doctors, stockbrokers, all the people you think that's just, easily given to white kids. What you see is just their parents. A lot of people look up to their parents. They look up to how what their parents is doing. And a lot of people, parents is living regular jobs, being positive, and the kids take that and advance on it. They build on it. But growing up in the hood, a lot of kids' parents are chasing that same dream. You got people 35, 40, 45, still want to be a rapper. Still trying to be an Instagram model. Still trying to get that still on an immature level when it comes to doing something constructive. Still chasing that pie in the sky. Still trying to hustle. Still trying to scheme. Nobody wants to work hard and build from the ground up. Not us. We want it right now. And that's the drug dealer's mentality. That's what we get. And that's why you have what you have when it comes to incarceration stats with black and white people. That's me. I don't have to read a sociology book. I don't have to go to Harvard. I don't have to do test studies. I'm going for what I've seen growing up. Smart people decided to sell dope because they didn't want to go to school. They want a car right now. They want a car on 22s right now. They want a Rolex right now. And if it means selling a couple of drugs, they'll do it. If it's not easy, they're not doing it. So that's the first thing. Nobody wants to work hard anymore. And everybody wants to make excuses for people. And then people run with those excuses. So that's why we got rappers, entertainers always are leaders. Because they perpetuate those stereotypes. People like Barack Obama. He would rather go on TV and tell us how hard it is to be black in America. How it's not fair to be black. How being black is such a disadvantage. How we don't got the same advantages as white kids. How this, that, and he would go and preach for hours on that. But I read Obama's book. I read his book. What was the book? The Audacity of Hope. I read that book. And guess what? Obama had discipline. He had a vision. He didn't let anything stop him from reaching his goal of becoming the president of the United States. He had a plan and he saw it through. That's what he did. LeBron James, he had a vision to become an NBA basketball player. He had a vision. He was disciplined. He saw it through. You think Obama was the smartest black man? You think he had the best chance to become president? Probably not. It's probably with other people who had a chance. Jesse Jackson. He ran for president, but he had some flaws. He wasn't disciplined. He had some flaws. Barack Obama, he did what he had to do. He stayed out of trouble, kept his nose clean, did whatever he had to do politically to reach his goal. And I'm not saying he became president and that's what everybody should aspire to be. Only a few people become presidents. Only been 45 people in a 250 years history of America. So, I mean, that's rare. LeBron James, I'm not gonna say, oh, he wasn't, athletically gifted. He was, but he saw it. It's people who probably was more athletic than him, more gifted than him, that wasn't disciplined, that didn't see their way and keep pushing for their goals. My point is, anybody can get whatever they want if you put your mind to it. It's nothing. It's no boogeyman. It's no systemic system that's stopping you. So when you get books like that about Jim Crow laws and this and that, dude, it's 2022. It's no Jim Crow. It's nobody stopping you. Elon Musk. I hope I said his name right. He had a vision for Tesla. Bezos. They had visions. Zuckerberg, Facebook dude, vision. You don't think they needed discipline? They had to sit down and keep going every day, stay focused, stay persistent. Yes, that's the only way you're gonna get success. Is being persistent, focused on your goal. When you start thinking it's a reason why you can't, some outside force, you're already lost. And that's what they give black people. They start us off with, oh, you're black, you're not white. It's a system. You already that's already in your mind. That's already a limitation in you right there. I'm black, I can't. And they like for you to be like that because now they already defeated you mentally. With the white people, they get them a different way. You don't think it's white people who think they can't succeed in America because of their family, because their family came from a blue collar black background, so they figure they can never be on Wall Street or something, or then they never could be a successful financial analyst or something like that. Don't you think it's white people who thinking like, oh, I can never be a politician because my family didn't had a high school education, they never went to college, I can never go to college. You don't think they have that too? You think they have those limitations in their thoughts? Yes, people all have limitations. Only difference is with black people, it's so universal, it's so spread it out, it's so constantly driven into us that it becomes a culture. Just think about it. Our culture is hip hop. Our culture is twerking, loud music, just being outlandish. Big change, that's our culture. What the hell is that? And nobody says that's stupid. That's dumb. That's what we worship. Diamonds. You got a guy like Jay-Z right there. We worship his the white people look at him and they prompt him up, say, look, you could be the next Jay-Z. I can? Yeah. You right, I can be. So I can start selling drugs and I won't get caught. Then I can rap about it, and then I can get lucky and get $1 million record deal, and then I can get lucky and make hit songs, and then I can marry Beyonce, then I become a billionaire. Come on, man. I never see people saying white people, you could be the next Eminem. Eminem probably he may have as much money as Jay-Z. Who knows? Eminem has businesses. He's a businessman. But they don't want white people to. That's not why a white person's a dream to become a rapper. Some people do want to become rappers, entertainers. I mean, they have them too. But you got to just realize with us, it's so many people. That's the only way out for us. That's all we see. Entertainment, celebrity. And if you can't be a real celebrity, you might as well be a hood celebrity. Who the biggest hood celebrities? The drug dealer / rapper / hustler / gangster. I'm a hustler. I'm a gangster. I'm a thug. Woo, I'm a hustler. I'm a gangster. I'm a thug. Craziness, man. And that's what it is. Getting back though. We getting back though. I'm getting back though. Oh, that sounded kind of pausey. We getting back though. The New York, the California bill. Again, if you think about it, bro, if you really just sit back and think about it, California, that's where a lot of rappers died, right? Nipsey Hussle, that Biggie Smalls, countless others. So they got a bill, and a lot of people die, like local rappers died too, over local rap beef. See, that's another thing we don't talk about as much. You always hear about the Nipsey Hussles, the Jailmaster Jays. You hear about them, but you don't hear about them MC such and such from your local neighborhood that die in rap beef. That happens a lot. It's so many rappers that die in local rap beef. It's crazy, and everybody know who did it, what it was for, who done it. People know because they listen to the rap lyrics. So when you get people to start saying, okay, we not gonna use rap lyrics as a way to prosecute rappers, that lets rappers look at this. You got these people. Killer Mike. He's smart. Killer Mike is smart. Killer Mike is smart. He goes to colleges and speaks. He's a smart man. Is he really? Is he really? This dude is backing this law that they will not use rap lyrics as evidence. Why not? Because they want us to kill ourselves. They want us to kill each other. Or they want us to be dumb enough to think, oh man, they ain't using these rap lyrics for cases. Nah, I can rap about real stuff and won't get used as a case. Then you do it and you get caught up. I thought you weren't using rap lyrics to prosecute. No, under judicial review. We reviewed this judiciously and you guilty. Oh, Killer Mike, you said, but I thought you said. Dude, what type of person would even say, yay? I think they should use rap lyrics to prosecute people. Because that means people won't use rap lyrics and put illegal stuff in there. They'd be smart enough not to do it. But now, they're opening up the floodgates. We won't use you can talk about killings and murders and drugs and all that in your rap lyrics. We're not going to prosecute you. Bet. I killed the man on the 5th on January 6th. He had a black coat. I had on a black zip. I hit him in the black Benz. He had a black whip. So on the 6th, you killed him in the black car. You had on black. He had on black. Witnesses saw you with black. Hey, that was just lyrics. Thought you weren't using that no more. Judiciously, we can. Killer Mike. No. What in the hell? So people think it's cool. It's cool to. So basically, people saying you should not use rap lyrics to prosecute people. Pretty much saying that rap lyrics, it's cool that we talk about murder and killing. Let them do it. Let them talk about murders. Let them talk about killings. Just don't prosecute from if they may be telling the truth or it may lead to solving a crime. So you telling me that they prosecuted some? Bro, you cannot tell me a person was prosecuted over rap lyrics and those rap lyrics didn't have anything to do with the crime they was getting prosecuted for. It's no way. Man, if it happened, I'm sorry, but I don't think it's happening. Nobody's going to be that intricate on a rap song and something happens to that effect and say, hey, I was just rapping it. I ain't know what really was going to happen. I killed the nigga in the red shirt on July 21st. July 21st, Ronald was dead. He was wearing a red shirt. In your lyrics, you said that. I just made it rhyme. What are you talking about? Man, come on, man. Silliness. Silliness. So now, you got people like Young Thug and them fighting the RICO law. And people was acting like, so I don't know anything about the case, but where smoke is fire, man. Where smoke is fire, man. It's just like, just be on the up and up and you don't have to worry about this stuff. You know, it's some black people who've never been locked up, never been arrested in their life, never saw the inside of a police station or a police car. You know, it's black people who actually can say that in their life. So it's not like every black person has been confronted with the police. It's not. Don't let them fool you. It's some black people who live a regular life. We are not infested with that criminal element. But we all want we want laws to placate to us, man. And that's crazy to me. You got rappers like Meek Mill acting like he's really fighting social justice because now they won't use rap lyrics in a criminal case. So now a rapper can possibly rap about a killing and get away with it. Yay! We did it. In California, where probably more rappers died in any state in America. We did it. Stupid. Stupid. Then you got Jay-Z. Jay-Z is fighting, the gun law, the drug laws of New York. He's using his power to change people. What? Who cares about the drug laws in New York? Who cares about drug laws? I got a way to fight drug laws. Don't sell drugs. Don't do it. It's not like people are getting, they're like people getting hemmed up like, hey, come here, black dude. You about to get arrested because of drug laws. I don't sell any drugs. So what? Here you go. It's not happening like that. Maybe people getting planted with drugs. I'm not going to say it doesn't happen. But my thing is, why use your energy to fight against drug laws when you can use your energy about for people who didn't get incarcerated? How about the people who is trying their hardest to get through college and trying to make something of themselves? We worried about drug dealers, people who was arrested in drugs, people who were incarcerated. What about people who in college right now trying to struggle to get somewhere? Those resources can be to build them up. But we want to worry about the people that's in jail that chose to sell drugs and got caught. And now that they got caught, they mad because they got so much time. They feel like, hey, I only got caught with 50 grams. That I should get 5 years for 50 grams. That should be only 2. Don't get caught. Don't do it. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm thinking crazy. Maybe it's me. Man, I'll holler back, man.